Hey Rich Girls, Kirby here, and welcome to another episode of Rich Girls Guide. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and my girlies know what that means. Black Friday shopping. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good Black Friday deal, but let's make sure we are shopping like a rich girl. Before we dive in, I want to say a huge thank you for tuning in today. If you find this information helpful and want to support me so that I can make more content for you, please follow wherever you are tuning in right now. And a super quick reminder that you can view these episodes in video format on YouTube and Spotify. Thanksgiving can be one of those holidays that gives mixed feelings. Getting together with family can be stressful. Not mine, of course. Love you guys. Besides family stuff, traveling is always a nightmare. And for a lot of people, the financial stress can start to pile up around this time. We are paying to travel, bring food, potentially board pets, and of course, the big one, Black Friday. Now, if you are anything like me, you like to buy a majority of your holiday presents during Black Friday. You are typically getting a good deal on the items that you want. Sometimes they are already wrapped up or packaged cute so that you don't necessarily have to spend even more money or time on wrapping paper and gift bags. But most importantly for me, I can alleviate the mental load of finding presents for every person in my family. As a mom who loves giving gifts, who is married to an amazing man that would probably never get a gift for anyone if I did not do it for him, I have found myself responsible for getting literally everyone's gifts. My parents, my in-laws, my nephew, my own children, my husband, somehow my own. Thank goodness my husband's siblings and I all do Secret Santa for the young adults in our family, because I would lose my ever-loving mind if I had to add any more people to my mental gift list. Which brings me to my first tip for holiday and Black Friday shopping. If you have a group of people that always get together and exchange presents, could you make it into a Secret Santa or White Elephant exchange? This way, you are only buying one present instead of buying a bunch of different presents. Not to mention, it can get awkward with groups of people. Like, should we spend the same amount of money on everyone? What if I don't like this one person, but it'll cause drama if I leave them out? You are letting go of some of the mental load of finding gifts for everyone, and it makes for a fun activity of going around the circle and seeing what everybody gets instead of the general chaos that is handing out 1,000,001 gifts. I also saw a video on TikTok where a group of people did White Elephant, but only for games. Really quick for those who don't know what White Elephant is, basically everyone brings one present and puts it in the middle, like in a pile, so that nobody knows who brought what present. The first person picks out a random present from the pile and opens it in front of everybody. Then the next person can either pick a random present from the pile, or they can steal somebody else's present if they like it more. It gets super fun by the end of the game. It also always makes me think about that one episode from The Office when Michael brings in a super expensive gift. I want to say it was like an iPod, which is kind of concerning because that just really dated myself. But anyways, he brought in this super expensive gift and then he ends up stealing it for himself. It was just hilarious.
Whoa, video iPod.
Oh, wow, jeez. Somebody really got carried away with the spirit of Christmas. That was me. I got carried away with the spirit.
Anyways, in the TikTok video that I saw, it was White Elephant, but everybody bought a brand new game, like Telestrations or Cards Against Humanity. And then at the end, once everyone had their present, they just take turns playing the different games.
Do you want to play a game?
and it looked like so much fun. And the games were like $20 each. Win-win in my book. Obviously, that kind of gift exchange is only going to work for Obviously, that kind of gift exchange is only going to work for certain groups of friends or family members. I highly doubt that dear old granny is going to agree and not just buy presents for anyone anyways.
Oh, hell no!
Now, before we craft any kind of shopping list, people we need to get stuff for, items we need to get, do we really need? There's a very important first step. Set a mother-loving budget. Set it. I know you don't want to. That's too bad. We are setting a budget this year and we're sticking to it. We do not need to be going into credit card debt, missing payments of any kind, just in order to get gifts for loved ones. If they truly care about you and your well-being, they will understand if you cannot get them an extravagant gift. There are tons of low-cost options or experiences that you can actually do with them in lieu of getting them something that you can wrap and put in a bow. Just a couple of ideas. You can set a date on the calendar to get dinner with this person one-on-one, bake holiday cookies, you can go ice skating, get the whole family together and spend a day at the theme park. You get the picture. You are spending time with this person or people while making memories and doing something fun together. This is for my fellow people pleasers. We are not letting dear Aunt Susie walk all over us this year and demand gifts that are out of our price range. If Aunt Susie is giving about not getting her the latest in cookware, please feel free to send this to her. Dear Aunt Susie, your loved one is trying to stick to a budget this year so that they don't go broke and can continue to get you appropriately priced gifts for years and years to come. Stop being. If you have a problem with boundaries or budgets, please direct them towards me. Have a wonderful holiday season. My apologies if your name is Susie and you are an auntie. We love you. Just don't be her. Back to the budget. Once you have your budget for what you can afford to spend, money you have on hand to cover the cost of everything that is not in your emergency fund, now you can make a list of the people you need to get gifts for, how much you can spend per person, etc. Once you have your list of people and the spending limits for each, now we come to the fun part, finding the gifts. I highly recommend looking online ahead of time to see what kinds of sales or items stores will have that are specific to Black Friday. I also like to group certain people together. If I have a few friends and family members that are into self-care and beauty, you know I am hitting up Ulta and Bath & Body Works to see if I can knock out a few gifts at the same place. There's also no shame in getting someone a gift card. If you know for a fact that they love their weekly coffee outing, do you really think they are going to be offended if you get them a gift card to Starbucks? Oh no, not a gift card for liquid gold that gives me energy and makes me so happy. I also just want to throw this out there for anyone who is currently thinking the way that I used to think about deals and sales. If I had any kind of inkling that I may possibly one day want an item and it was on super sale, I had to get it.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
I mean, I was saving money. No. If you do not need it right now, do not buy it right now. It is going to take up space. It is going to get moved around from closet to closet, and it will probably end up in a yard sale or on Facebook Marketplace 3 years from now. If you wait another, 4 months from now, you will most likely have completely forgotten about said item and never bought it at all. One quick thing before we wrap up. If you are in debt or just not in a good place financially, please know that you are not obligated to get presents for anyone this holiday season. If someone in your life is going to get upset because you are not willing to put yourself in a bad financial position by buying presents for others, this might be a good time to rethink that relationship. Now, I would not necessarily just ghost everyone. Something as simple as giving them homemade cookies with a handwritten note explaining that you are not in a place to be spending money can really go a long way. Offering to do your mom's laundry for a week, stuff like that. I think I can safely say that everyone has stressed over finances during the holiday season at some point in their life, and those that care about you and love you will understand if you cannot reciprocate with a gift this year. And this should go without saying, but I feel like I do have to say it. Don't be stupid about it. If you overspent on your winter vacation because you needed a break and you deserved it,
We need a vacation.
even though you just didn't budget accordingly, and now you're posting a million selfies of yourself on the beach with a drink in hand, you cannot in good conscience show up to Granny's house with a cute little note about how broke you are without getting some side eye from mom and dad. Okay, we all know that person. We don't like that person. Don't be that person. So shop responsibly this Black Friday. Do not ignore everyone on Thanksgiving evening just to buy some stuff early. And most importantly, have a happy Turkey Day. If you know someone who could use a kick in the pants, please feel free to send them this episode. If you have any questions, you can comment on YouTube. And if you want your question to be featured on an upcoming episode, ask away at the link in the show notes. Later, rich girls. See you next Monday.